Alcohol is the most commonly used substance among teens, and the new alcoholic products on the market today are more appealing and accessible to kids than ever before. It can be worrisome for parents to know that your teen is likely going to be exposed to alcohol, whether it's from friends, family, on TikTok, or on TV. But parents do have the power to effectively prevent, or at least delay or reduce, teen alcohol use with the right information. Here's what every parent needs to know. These days, there are alcoholic drinks that look like they were designed in a teen marketing lab, like seltzers that taste exactly like your child's favorite soda, cocktails in bright cans, and vodka that comes in flavors like cotton candy and birthday cake. They're designed to look cool, taste great, and hide the fact that they're alcoholic. Think of drinks like White Claw, Truly, and High Noon. They're social media friendly, they're created to appeal to younger people, and in many states they're easily accessible in convenience stores or local drugstores. And this isn't an accident. These are intentionally made by alcohol companies who are trying to create lifelong customers by hooking teenagers on alcohol and to their brands. But alcohol doesn't just get your teenager drunk. It can permanently alter their brain development, mess with their hormones, affect their memory and ability to perform well in school, and increase the risk for alcohol addiction. According to the US National Institutes of Health, 1 in 3 young people between the ages of 12 and 20 have had at least one drink in their life. But here's some good news. Underage drinking is on the decline, and the percentage of teens who drink has been on the decline for decades. It's actually the norm to not drink. There are more kids who don't drink while underage than those who do. In 2024, a little over half of high school seniors, 52%, reported that they had never drank in their life. But that doesn't mean that underage drinking doesn't still happen. And when it happens, it tends to be done in high risk and intense ways. For instance, 90% of all alcohol consumed underage occurs as binge drinking, which means that they have at least 4 or 5 drinks within a 2-hour period. Also, blacking out is unfortunately pretty common among teens. 1 in 5 adolescents who have ever tried alcohol had an alcohol-induced blackout in the past 6 months. So though less kids are drinking than ever, those who are drinking are doing it in risky ways, often with the goal of getting drunk. There are many negative outcomes of underage drinking, including permanently damaging the developing brain, especially the parts that control decision-making, learning, memory, and judgment. Drinking can disrupt the ability to recognize danger, which makes teens more likely to take dangerous risks. Again, binge drinking is the most common form of drinking for teens. This can lead to alcohol poisoning, which can cause serious health problems or even death. Being at a higher risk of developing health problems like liver disease and cancer, interfering with hormones and physical development, being more likely to develop an alcohol use disorder. People who start drinking before age 15 are 5 times more likely to develop an alcohol addiction than those who wait until 21 to drink. So why do teens drink? Teens drink for many reasons. Peer influence is a big one. Sometimes teens will be encouraged to drink by their friends, but they also might just see their friends, family, celebrities, or influencers drinking and want to try it. Teens may think that alcohol will boost their confidence and decrease their social anxiety. Seeing other young people drink in real life or on TV normalizes it and can make teens think that trying alcohol is just part of growing up. Social media is a huge influence for teens. Celebrities and influencers often promote alcohol brands and make drinking look glamorous. Social media rarely shows the negative side effects of drinking, like having a hangover, vomiting, blacking out, failing in school, or getting into fights or an accident. But more often than not, teens are drinking to cope with stress or their mental health problems. If a teen is struggling with negative emotions or wanting to ease symptoms of untreated anxiety, depression, or other mental health disorders, they may self-medicate with alcohol. But while it may seem to help temporarily, drinking only makes these issues worse in the long term. Research shows that alcohol use makes symptoms of anxiety, depression, and aggression worse over time. So what can you do? First, be informed and create an open dialogue with your teen. Your child is far more likely to listen to you if you include them in the conversation, and if they always know that you have their best interests at heart. Talk to your child about how alcohol companies are trying to market to them only to boost their profits, and they don't care at all about how it harms their health. Explain the science behind why alcohol is so dangerous for developing brains. There might be a history of addiction in your family, which significantly raises your teen's risk of developing a problem with alcohol use. If so, let them know that even if some of their friends can drink without significant consequences, the outcomes are riskier for them if they drink alcohol. And there are plenty of other health issues that come with alcohol use that they should be aware of, like liver damage and cancer. Be clear about your expectations for your teen. Set consistent rules and boundaries that they have to follow, like a curfew. But also create a no-judgment safety net where they know that they can always call you if they feel unsafe. No lectures in that moment. Safety comes first. Remember that teens are influenced by their parents' behavior. Try not to glamorize drinking in front of your kids. For example, pouring a glass of wine every night after work to relieve the stress of the day might make your teen think that alcohol is how everyone copes with stress. Some parents think that they can teach their teen how to drink safely by letting them try alcohol early, or that they'll be safe if they're in the house under parental supervision. But research very clearly shows that teens whose parents allow them to drink and do so in their homes are more likely to have dangerous drinking habits like binge drinking. Those who drink earlier, even at home under parent supervision, are at higher risk for developing alcohol use disorder. And these rules should apply to the whole family. If you have children 21 or older, don't let them buy alcohol for their younger siblings. Also, inform extended family members that you do not allow your teen to drink, since they might have different rules at their homes. If your teen has people over or hosts a party, set your rules and expectations beforehand. Set guidelines about who is allowed to come, how long the party can last, and other logistics. Supervise the party and keep an eye out for kids bringing alcohol in, whether it's canned or in plastic bottles. This is for their sake, but also yours. You, as the adult, are legally liable for underage drinking that goes on at your property, whether you knew about it or not. If kids drinking at your home go on to get in a car crash or damage property somehow, you can be held criminally liable. If your teen is going to a party, set guidelines around that as well, like when they need to come home, their transportation there and back, and how often they need to check in with you. Consider talking to the host's parents beforehand. You and your teen can discuss and practice realistic techniques to avoid drinking that will work for them in social situations. And again, make sure they know that you are always available to get them out of an unsafe situation. Also, be aware of getting crossed or cross-faded, which is drinking that takes place with other substance use, like smoking weed or using cocaine. It increases the effect of both substances and can even lead to a higher risk of serious consequences, like alcohol poisoning or overdosing. So educate yourself and your teen on this so that they can make safer choices. Finally, know the signs of alcohol poisoning so you can help your teen if they do end up in a bad spot after drinking. Alcohol poisoning symptoms include vomiting, seizures, slow breathing, passing out, confusion, pale or blue skin or lips, or being unable to wake up. If anyone is showing these symptoms, call emergency services or get medical attention immediately. Keep them awake and turn them on their side. Make sure your teen knows the signs and what to do also. They could save a friend's life. And parents, here's the most important thing. You are more powerful than any marketing campaign. What you say matters. And what you do in front of your kids matters even more. Your conversations, your education, your modeling, your support, that's the real defense against the harms of teenage drinking. If you're looking for some more resources, check out drugfree.org/alcohol.